Christmas is such a busy, busy time, isn't it? There's always something that needs to be done to prepare for the holiday. But, hey, it all ends up being worth it in the end, I say. Hello, travelers of the internet. Welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you're new to the channel, a big ol' welcome to you. My name is JGarter1, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds of virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to be able to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. Hello, Kitty Cat and Scout. Glad to see you both can make it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good December, a good Christmas. I myself am having a very busy one, but a still quite enjoyable one as well. Hello. Now, I know we've got a lot to deal with, a lot of work to do on this world, but you know what? I kind of want to take a break from that for a moment. Just for a moment. We'll see how long of a moment. But I want to do something different. I want to make a Christmas tree. Now, I tried to do one before on Lindus, before the world got messed up, but this time around, I'm going to take the easier, simpler, and smarter way out on this project. I am going to plant a big spruce tree and let that grow to be our Christmas tree. Hopefully it doesn't end up being too tall, otherwise it won't work. If it's as tall as this one, it definitely won't work. Well, thank you for passing on the message, Kitty Cat. Please tell, just call me Christopher, that I said Merry Christmas. Also, hello, Farted Games. I have no idea what you said means, but good to see you. Glad you can make it to the stream. Hope you are doing well today, and I hope the same for everybody else. I hope everybody is having a good December, a good Christmas season. Hope everybody is doing well. Or if you're not, then hey, I hope that your Christmas ends up picking up for you. I hope it turns around, and I hope today ends up being a good day. So yeah, I want to take a break from major projects, which, yes, everything that we've been working on so far has been what I would classify as a major project. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Farden. Interesting. Ah, thank you for the clarification, Scout. As I was saying, I want to take a break from the serious, survival-centric projects and do something just a little fun. I want to grow and decorate a Christmas tree. Yeah, I know what goat means. I know what goat means. I just didn't know what that other term you used meant. Now that I know, hey, I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. If it does mean what Scout said, then hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, so we are going to let these saplings over here grow into a big spruce tree, and then we're going to decorate it as if it were a Christmas tree. No, I do not know what that means. I'm curious. Ah. Okay. So it's not... Alright, then I will remove it. Yes, please note that we are a family-friendly channel. To anybody who is new coming and not sure what to chat, as long as you can keep things family-friendly, you are welcome to chat in, well, the chat. I'm actually going to plant a couple of these trees because we need more wood anyway. Or at least we're going to. And I gotta figure out how I'm going to do this Christmas tree. Ah. I see. I see. Alright. Do I have any pumpkins? Pumpkins would help here. Because I could place... I could turn them into, jack-o'-lanterns and use them as lights on the Christmas tree. Glowy ornaments are always nice on a Christmas tree. Thank you for the rules, Scout. Thank you for posting them for me. I appreciate it, my friend. I truly do. We got a wandering trader in the midst of our little colony here. And he has nothing worth buying, so bye-bye. You know, I had a weird idle thought. If a llama spits at you and it misses you but hits a villager instead, would an iron golem bound to those villagers get mad at the llama? I have a feeling that they would, and if they do, then that's funny. I don't care who you are, that's funny right there. The villagers probably don't care for wandering traders even any more than I do. Okay, that's what I wanted to find out. I cannot place torches on leaves. So yeah, if we want to light up the tree, we're going to need pumpkins. And I don't think we have any pumpkins planted, which is not good. Okay, that's the far tree. That grew into a taller spruce. Hopefully this one grows into a shorter one. And I am going to say again here and now that when we go to build the actual base around here, we are going to definitely make the floors out of bottom slabs so that we don't have polar bears spawning in constantly. I don't know if lanterns can be placed on them. We're going to find out if you can put lanterns on the bottom of leaves. If you can, we might mix lanterns and jack-o'-lanterns to light up our Christmas tree. I just hope it doesn't grow into a giant, that we don't get only giant, like, super humongously tall giant spruce trees. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I was trying to find out, do I have any pumpkins? No. No. Do I have any pumpkins planted? No, so I'd rather remove just to be safe. Ow. We might have to make use of some item frames to make some of our decorations, though, on the tree. That thought just popped into my head. We may have to do that to make some of the decorations work. We can plant sweet berries as holly. We can do jack-o'-lanterns and lanterns for lighting. Beyond that, I'm not sure what else we can do. We might be able to get some wool and use wool to represent ornaments. I'm just trying to think, how can we decorate this tree? Because I want it to look convincingly like a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree within Minecraft. That's what I want. And I don't believe you can get invisible item frames without mods. So it is going, they are going to be flawed, the ones we end up getting. But when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. We'll make the best of whatever we end up having at our disposal. Whatever we can use to decorate our tree, we will use. Even if it means we end up having to go into a second world and do creative, and build a tree in that world with creative assistance. We will figure something out. Now that being said, I might have to go on a bit of a journey and find a yellow flower. Might have to find some flowers of different colors because we don't have any dyes here. We don't have any dyes. We have sweet berries, which I think we can craft those into red dye. Can't we? No? That's not a thing? That should be a thing. That way there'd still be a use for sweet berries. Oh, wait, no, it's beetroot. It's beetroot that does that, isn't it? Yeah, so let's turn one into red dye. And we're gonna dye one of our sheep red. Alright, Farden. Hey, hope you come back in a little bit. If not, then it's been good having you. There we go. One red sheep. I also want a yellow sheep and a blue sheep. And those are the colors I don't have a source for. Well, actually I do. I do. I forgot about that. Yeah, sometimes I forget about it too. So, I'm glad that I was thinking about making stuff into red dye. And I'm glad you can do this with flowers in Bedrock. Can't do that in Java. Bone meal flowers to make them multiply. Can't do that in Java. Which I say is kind of a mistake on Mojang's part. That it's not a thing on Java. There we go. It's not the color of blue I would normally go for. I would normally want to go for just basic blue. But I'll take it. Now I need, or rather I want, yellow. Another tall one. Why do they have to keep growing so tall? I don't want tall. At least not like that. I want the basic size. Am I going to have to settle for a smaller one? You know what? We're going to grow a couple of smaller spruce trees just to see what happens. If we get a decent looking one, we might just do a small tree. I'm gonna do a couple of these all around the area. both to see what we get, and because, like I said before, we're gonna need more wood anyway, so... On that note, however, I might need to go look for some birch, because I'm thinking about it. I don't think I have any birch saplings. Or oak, for that matter. I'm not sure. Let's go see. If we do, then that's great. If we don't... Ah, we do! Sweet! Okay, I want to grow this birch sapling for the sake of the wood. I'm gonna need all the wood kinds I can get for all the stuff I want to do. Oh man, Scout, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, my dude. I really am. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Being sick at Christmas is never fun. I mean, being sick in general isn't fun either, but being sick at Christmas is particularly unfun. Alright, let's go see if we can breed the cows again. If we can, great. If not, well, whatever. Want to make sure our cow and sheep population grows as much as possible. And I honestly don't care what colors of sheep we get beyond what we already have. Ultimately, I'll take whatever color we get and be happy with it. Okay, they've already bred. Okay, two of the baby sheep were just overlapping each other, so I couldn't see them. Wilbur looks like he's doing alright. Yeah, we'll see if that works. I'm not sure if that actually will work, considering the shade of blue. I don't think it's the right shade. But if that does work, then, hey, awesome. Let's actually test and see if it would work. Can do that by trying to combine the two dye colors. If the dye colors blend, then it will work. If they don't, then nope, it wouldn't work. Darn it! I was actually hopeful for a moment that that would work. Oh, hey, we've got lapis. I can use lapis to make one of the sheep normal blue. Alright, so I can have a proper blue sheep too. Can't dye the baby sheep. Let's dye you. It won't let me dye him. Oh, because it's not a dye yet. Whoops. Dummy. I don't really care to have gray, so... Actually, let's dye this one, because we've got baby white. We've got baby white sheep already ready to grow up and become new adult ones, so we'll have plenty of the white wool from them to customize. Do I have anything that can be turned into the other colors of dye? I don't think I do. I think I need to grow some... I think I need to see if I can grow some flowers. Aha! Yellow flower! Because I'd like to have some yellow wool. So this is part of why I farm sheep, because gradually you can get to the point where you can actually have all the different colors of just about everything. And nice thing is, you can change out the color of sheep really, really easily. I'm gonna go ahead and use up this red dye, just so that it's no longer in my inventory. Turn a couple of bones into bone meal. Yes, it can. Yes, it can, actually. So if we ended up needing a white sheep again, but we didn't have one already ready for breeding or growing, we could very easily... use bone meal to turn one of these sheep the right color. There we go. Ah, wait a minute. Gotta feed the cows. I gotta feed the cows. We gotta get these cows... We gotta get their numbers up as much as we can. Partly because we need the meat, but also because we're gonna need the leather. Especially if we want to make item frames to put things like sweet berries and such on the tree. Well, that would be a nice bonus for doing all this. If I do happen to get that, like I say, it's a nice bonus. Need to find a spot where I can set up this cactus. Need to find a little spot with some sand where I can make this thing grow. And I'm thinking right here will do. Can you bone meal a cactus? I didn't think so. That would have been so nice if you could. Unfortunately, a cactus is the only way to get green dye in the game, which stinks. I wish there were other ways to get green dye, like sugarcane. Why can't we make some kind of green dye out of sugarcane? Of course, that potentially opens me up to a whole lot of arguments about why certain things aren't in the game. Like certain colors of wood, certain colors of planks. There's a lot of reasons I have to... There's a lot of reasons to wonder why certain things aren't in the game that really ought to be. And yeah, you would think that leaves could be used to make the green dye, too. That'd be a nice alternative. I just had a thought. Can I get shears from a shepherd? That's a weird thought, but can I? I don't know. I'd have to get string in order to test it. And I don't have any. Nor do I have any way to get any right now. Because unfortunately, while you can turn string into wool, you can't turn wool into string. Another thing I think Mojang really needs to fix. Okay, yeah, that tree is not quite what I'm going for my Christmas tree. Then again, it's not that far off. Hang on. I want to go look at one of these trees over here. We might have to do what I was just thinking of doing and make shears and then just make one of our own based on one of these trees. See, that's more what I'm looking for. But... or that, but topped with more leaves at the top. So it might just be a matter of I have to shear some leaves and add them to the tree to make it have the right shape before I start putting stuff on it. Though this does present an opportunity to test a question that we had. Can you put lanterns on leaves? Nope, you cannot. What a load of baloney. You can't even put lanterns on the underside. Why? Why, Mojang? I was gonna try and put the lantern on the top of the leaves. And someone just said, try and place... Oh, hey! I was nowhere near you and your baby! Oh my gosh. I hate polar bears in this game anymore. Once upon a time I would have thought they were cool. Not anymore. Now I think they're just annoying. I think it's clear to go back now. Wait a minute. Let's try over here on one of these leaves. Easier to get on top of. But seriously, I am tired of polar bears. Nope. So torches and lanterns cannot be placed on leaves at all. And here's another question. Why can't we put lanterns on the sides of blocks? At least make it so we can craft them into a block that can. Glowing item frames will be a neat idea. The only problem is I'd have to find a way to get glow squids. And glow squid are not exactly easy to come by. It is a nice idea, though. Don't get me wrong. It's a great idea. I'm just not sure how we'll execute that. Or how we would execute that. Yeah, it would be cool to be able to place lanterns on the sides of blocks. I want to say in Java there's actually a mod, a few different kinds of mods that make that possible. But unfortunately, that's Java, not Bedrock. Let's see if blue and yellow make anything special. Nope. We'll end up testing the blue and red making purple theory later. I just was hoping that blue and yellow might make green, but nope. That's just one cactus. One cactus. Oh, come on. Enough with the giant spruce trees. I'm actually getting upset about them. I'm legitimately getting upset about giant spruce. Because they're not growing the way that I want them to. They're not growing into the kind that I need. It's frustrating. And I shouldn't be getting upset about giant spruce. I love the giant spruce. I love working with this kind of tree, because it's easy to get a whole boatload of wood in a hurry. Hey, you hurting for wood? Hey, grow and chop down a giant spruce tree. If you want a Christmas tree, don't count on these to be able to be the size you want. Apparently. It's very annoying. Which is very frustrating for me. I don't like things that I actually like becoming annoying. Oh well. Alright, they are being bred. Let's see if that does anything. Ah, it just gives red. Alright, so we may have to craft a purple... We may have to craft a purple dye to put on one of these sheep. We're gonna probably end up having all 16 colors of wool before it's over with in our sheep. But hey, that was kind of a plan anyway. I mean, why wouldn't I go ahead and get all 16 colors? The only other color we may not be able to get for a while is brown. Because unfortunately, brown is a pain in the neck to get. Brown and black. Black because we would need an ink sac, and I don't know if we have any. But if we had black dye, we could make black dye, gray dye, light gray dye. And then, of course, like we said earlier, we've got bone meal, so we've got the white one color. Got the white color covered. Yellow, red, blue, we could farm for flowers if we needed to. Light blue, we've got that one flower to give us plenty of that. And then blue and red together, of course, make purple. The problems are green and brown. Green and brown. Those are the real problem colors. Because brown, you'd have to go out to a jungle and get cocoa beans. And if you've gone hunting for cocoa beans at any point, you know cocoa beans are a pain in the neck. Cocoa beans are a pain in the neck. And there'll be even more of one since we're in a snowy biome. And it's not likely we're going to find the jungle anytime soon. I think we've got our spruce tree for the Christmas tree. It's a bit taller than I would like, but that right there is a very suitable tree. Oh my gosh, that's exactly perfect. You know what? That's the trunk is a little tall compared to what I would like. I'd like it to be like much closer to the ground. But I can work with this. I can work with this much. This much trunk I can work with. Okay. So we've got that. We've got the tree itself, and we didn't even have to build it. We just let it grow. But now it's a matter of lighting and ornaments. For the ornaments, we're probably going to use wool. For lighting, we're going to have to use jack-o'-lanterns, which means carving pumpkins. It's going to use up what little iron I have left, but I wasn't doing anything else with the iron anyway, so it's not like there's any great loss. Let's go breed the cows again. Ooh, hey. Saplings and sticks. Thank you very much. Get away from my cows, nitwit. Looks like some of the cows have already grown. Excellent. And some of the sheep are growing up too. Might we get a pink? Nope, we get white. Hey there, Wilbur. I'm gonna end up moving my crops out of my igloo here. Alright, let's make those shears. Takes up, like I said, what little processed iron I had left, but yeah, just one more thing we all wish that they would add. See, there we go. That gives us the jack-o'-lantern, or it gives us the carved pumpkins that we need to be able to make the jack-o'-lanterns. Thanks, Scout. Yeah, I love this greenhouse. I am probably going to have to get up top, though, and put some torches on it, because I realize the spruce planks might be enough room for mobs to spawn. They might be enough of a surface for hostile mobs to spawn up there. And I don't want anything spawning up there, dropping down here, and deciding to go and attack me. So we are going to end up having to fix that at some point. Make a few extra torches, convert these into jack-o'-lanterns, and we're going to end up having to figure out how we want to make our Christmas tree nice and bright, and what else we can put on the tree to decorate it. Because I'd like to do a lot of decoration with this tree if I can. Do we have anything else that we could decorate it with? We got some blue ice. We could maybe use some blue ice on it. Aside from that, there isn't really much besides snow and wool that we can use to decorate it. So, I guess we got that. Oh, this is nice. This is perfect. If we want to have, like, decoration, if we want to have presents under our Christmas tree, simple option is to put some dry kelp blocks under it and just say, hey, those are the presents, or those are some of the presents. And I'll probably keep the Christmas tree on through into the next year, in case anybody was wondering. I guess technically, if we use item frames, I could put anything I wanted on the tree as decoration. But I don't know. There's just some things that I don't think ought to be used as ornaments on the tree. Let's get these farmables and crops out of here. I don't want them in this chest anymore if I can avoid it, because that's just extra clutter in a chest that's already gonna be cluttered as all get out. And I'm counting flowers among the farmables because you can farm them on Bedrock very easily. Let's come over here. Breed the cows. We should have enough sheep to be able to do what we wanted to do. Now it's just a matter of getting these guys to grow and then getting the right colored dyes onto them. Which does mean I need that cactus to grow, and I need it to grow soon. I wish I could remember where I got that cactus. Does anybody remember where I got that cactus from? Did I get it from a dungeon? Did I get it from a dungeon or something? Or from a structure? That would just figure, wouldn't it? Put the wool in here. It's a farmable, but it's got a priority use right now. Tree decoration. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if this thing can even grow right now. Because of the biome and what's around it. But there's not really anything I can do about it, and I'm worried that if I break it, it's gonna end up, you know, just... It's gonna be right close to when it would actually decide to drop or to pop up another cactus, and I don't want to lose the chance of getting that other cactus. It's a mess. It's a bit of a mess. So what can we do about that? On one hand, I'm half tempted to go ahead and just chop it up into green dye and use it. To cook it up, I mean. But I know there's better ways of handling this situation. Here's another thought. If not sugarcane and leaves, why not have kelp be another way to get green dye? Already tried that, William. Though I do appreciate the suggestion. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Bone meal does not work on cactus. Doesn't seem to work on it in either version either, so... While I would do so if I could, it doesn't work. Here, we'll come over here and we'll show you. See? Can't bone meal the top, sides, nothing. Doesn't work. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. If it did work, believe me, we'd be doing that like crazy to get a couple of cactus to start a cactus farm. But it didn't work. Well, that's right, I put my dog in this house so that he'd be safe. Because the strays were becoming very, very dangerous. Poor little woofer was getting crunched left and right. And unfortunately, we don't have a way to bring back dead pets. I wish we did. I wish we did have a way to bring back dead pets. If we had a way to bring back dead pets, that would be fantastic. I mean, I for one would love a way to be able to bring back a dead pet. Even if it's a roundabout, complicated way to do it, being able to do it would be the point. do a quick crop harvest. Not everything was ready for harvesting, but some stuff was, and since we get back the seeds, if they're not ready, with crops, there's no harm in going ahead and just harvesting it all. What the heck? Why did that happen? Did that soil not have an actual pumpkin already in it? There. That, you would think, would prevent it? That's more carved pumpkins. We can turn the jack-o'-lanterns. Give me that wheat. Let's go breed the cows again. I think that's enough cows for now. Oh, the sheep aren't getting enough grass fast enough to be able to regrow their wool, looks like. That's not good. Convert those to jack-o'-lanterns, and let's go put them with the other stuff. Oh, alright, Scout. Hey, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Hope we see you again soon. Merry Christmas to you too, Scout. See you next time. Bye-bye. Cook up some more baked potatoes. That'll probably be the last batch of baked potatoes that I do for a while. There's another pumpkin. This one I'm going to turn into pumpkin seeds directly. Just so that I can finish up the second row of pumpkins. And now we need sticks for item frames. So let's see here. Let's see where we can get started, at the very least. Gotta go run to bed. Oh, are you kidding me? See, that's why I put my wolf away, because those guys are spawning anywhere and everywhere that they have even the slightest chance to spawn. And unfortunately, my wolf only has so much health. And I only have one. I wish I could have used something other than jack-o'-lanterns. You know what? It's not too bad. I just might try to face them into the tree if I can. That way, when you're looking at it, the leaves kind of obscure the face. It just looks like some kind of bright orange light with a pumpkin texture. It's just, to me, jack-o'-lanterns as a decoration are more for they're more for fall and October. But when it comes to Minecraft, apparently you can't have too many options, or so it seems. Oh, there went that axe. Let's get out another one. Looking good so far. There is one other reason to go to a jungle for me. One that I hadn't really been thinking about. Scaffolding from bamboo. So, we will end up having to go on a hunt for a jungle at some point. One way or another. I think that'll be good enough on the lights. Yeah, shroom lights would work, but they are a major pain to get. You'd have to be able to farm the fungi from the nether in order to really get a lot of them. And even then, there's no guarantee how many you're going to get from a single one. Plus, that requires you to go to the nether, and I'm not at the point of being able to go to the nether. Looks like I put some of the lights in a line with each other. Didn't mean to do that. But so far I like it. So far I like it. We just need to add more color, which we'll do with the wool ornaments. So, hey, that part's already covered. Just got to get some more. But I'd like to have a shade of green to do it with. Aha! The cactus finally grew! Sweet! Let's turn that one into a bit of green dye. That ought to do it. Come on. Yes. Yes. Ah, that looks good. Next dose of green dye we will pair with yellow dye to be able to make a lime green. Yeah, generally speaking, cactus for sure takes a long time to grow. Cacti always take a long time to grow. And the pumpkin and melon stems, they take a while to grow too. That's part of why people often do farms specifically for those things. And part of why cactus farms end up being made very big, because it's hard to get a lot of them otherwise. Of course, since we no longer have the XP furnace glitch, there's not really as much incentive to farm cactus anymore. Main reason anybody would anymore is just to get the green dye, which I honestly don't see why people would need a whole lot of that anymore. Basically, you get one piece for your you get one piece for a green sheep, and then you're good to go pretty much forever. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe people need more. Some people might need more than just one piece of that or something. See, this is the one downside of the way I've done things. It takes a lot longer for the grass to grow back in for these sheep. So I might need to get some spruce fences to put along the back so that grass can grow under the fences. Because grass can grow under a fence. Hey, Fox Kid! Glad you can make it, my friend. Glad you can make it. Welcome to my attempt to build a Christmas tree out of a naturally spawned big spruce tree. I've been pretty good, Fox. I've been pretty good. Just being kept busy by the season. Speaking of which, Merry Christmas! A big ol' Merry Christmas to ya. Ouch! Okay, that hurt. That hurt. Ugh. I'm gonna have to turn some more wood into... turn some more spruce logs into charcoal here. Let's go ahead and load some charcoal into the furnaces to get that ready. Because I am starting to run very low on charcoal. And I'd rather use charcoal rather than coal, because coal I can always trade. Charcoal, you can't. Boop. 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 Bop. And doom. There you go. Coal is extremely valuable. Coal is extremely valuable when you've got villagers involved. You can trade it to villagers to get emeralds, and then those emeralds can then be used to buy from the villagers just about anything you need. You need blocks? Hey, there's some villagers that'll give you blocks. You need new diamond equipment? Hey, there's armorers and toolsmiths and weaponsmiths for that. You got the whole got the whole wide range of smiths to help you out. It's the whole Smith family. But charcoal you can't do anything with except craft stuff. Or use it as fuel in a fire. Or furnace. You know what I mean. So what's the point in using coal to do that kind of thing when charcoal doesn't serve any other purpose? You know? Save on coal, use charcoal. Oh, I'm still crouched. Not bad. There we go. 63 raw beef. And 26 more leather. That'll make things real good for the food department. We'll eat our way through what baked potatoes we have left, and then we'll get out the steak and start eating that. Oh yeah? Cool, Dino. Or Fox Kid. That's cool. I hope that goes well. Yeah, I'm remembering now that's part of why I usually make these kinds of stalls have no solid walls, because that helps the grass spread back into sheep pens. But it looks like they're doing okay now, so I guess we're okay on that front. I just really want to do this Christmas tree. I have had the idea to do a Christmas tree before, and I was starting to do it on Lean Disc, but then the stinking world got messed up. And I have been trying on occasion to get it to boot back up, and it's still the same mess. So it may end up having to be retired at this point. I don't know. I wish it didn't. I was enjoying that world. But it is what it is, I guess. Sometimes things just happen. I think our next session, the project of the stream, will be to get out and look for a jungle. Although I might end up making use of of chunk base in order to help find one. Simply because if I don't, it's going to take forever to find one. And why would I want to find the jungle? Bamboo. There's a few guys in there that I don't need doubles of. I don't have much in the way of green wool yet, but it may end up being a thing where I have to move them into a open pen, or give them an open pen at the back of their stall so that they can get out and roam around, you know? Problem is, there's not really any space to do that. Maybe I'll give them a yard out here that they can roam around. And that'll help spread the grass into the yard, which in turn will make it so that they can feed and regrow their wool quicker. I should have enough wool now, though, to make the ornamentation I want to do. So, let's see. Yeah, I think I can work with this. I think I can work with this. We're not going to use the light gray, I don't think. So, yeah, I think we're good. Gonna swap my gear around so that I can have more room for the wool types. Let's start with red and white. And sprinkle in some blue. Red, white, blue. That just clicked in my head. That is so weird. Fits for me, though. I think we'll go with the lighter blue, though. We'll use up the lighter blue. Actually, I just had another idea of something we can do with the red and the white. We can make a candy cane. We'll hang some from the leaves. Have some replace leaves. What did I just hear? That sounded like a baby fox. That sounded like a fox. I said baby fox because that's what I immediately thought of. Or maybe it's a bunny. But it sounded more like a fox. Could there be a fox nearby? I don't know. This is working out very nicely. So far, anyway. Okay, that was a bad fall. It was a little heavy-handed on some colors compared to others. But that's what happens when you got more of some colors than others, so... meh. Thanks, Fox Kid. Thank you. Yeah, see, some spots you can tell there's way more of some colors than others, but you know what? I like it. I like it. And I like the shape of it a lot better than what I tried to make myself. Oh, there goes my shovel. Yeah, that actually looks really good. Let's get a look from a little further away. Yep, I like it. The only thing it's missing is some kind of topper. Which, I was considering trying to do a star on top, but I think it doesn't necessarily need that. And I know that if I try to add one, I'm just going to end up being frustrated with it because it's not going to look right. I don't think I could do a good looking topper for this tree. So, next best thing is to have another Christmas decoration in our little village. And I'm thinking I want it to be a star. A star is a nice decoration to have for Christmas, in my opinion, so we will go with a star. Goodbye, Mr. Spitz-a-lot. Put this dirt back in here. Put the wool and the leaves in here. And the leather can go in there. One last thing I'd like to do, add a couple of spots with holly. But since we don't have actual holly, and since we can't place that kind of stuff on leaves anyway, I'll settle for using some item frames to place some on the lower branches. Not going to place any on the higher branches because that could end up making it look too cluttered and crowded. And I don't want it to get that kind of look. I mean, these aren't really going to show up well anyway, if they show up at all. But it's the thought and the effort that count. Yeah, they don't really have the effect I would like them to have, but it's a solid attempt. And it's snowing. It's snowing. Oh, I guess the game decided to make things a little more festive with a nice, fresh coating of powder on the floor, on the ground. Oh, and our tree changes color. Oh, but not all of it. Some of it doesn't. Huh. Looks like any leaves that have something above them don't change color. That actually looks kind of cool, though. I like that. I do. I kind of like that. I kind of like that some of it changes and some of it doesn't. That's kind of cool. Ah, there's the other item frame. I knew there was another item frame. I did not mean to break that leaf. Oh, well. We'll just say that's part of the tree that got messed up in transport. But that tree does look really good. And it's actually decorated this time. That in and of itself feels kind of big. We've even got dry kelp blocks at the foot of the tree to represent presents. I might put some wool down there too to add some color to the present pile, but we'll do that later when I've got more wool to work with, because I don't have a whole lot of wool right now, and the sheep take a while to replenish their wool, so we'll work on that later. But I do wish that the tree would be fully green so that I could actually show what it looks like in full green. I wonder if all the leaf types do this color change thing. I don't know. I actually don't know if they all do or not. If they do all do it, then that's kind of interesting. If they don't, then that's just kind of confusing. But I do think it looks like a really nice little Christmas tree. And it will work out perfectly for our Minecraft Christmas tree for the time being. So with that, I'm going to go and say thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I really, really do hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you've been enjoying the content of late. If you have, please be sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment saying as much. And don't forget, if you haven't already, to subscribe and turn on notifications by smacking the bell so you don't miss the next stream. We are slowly but surely building up our numbers towards 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to do that. So please, share the channel with your friends. Give them the Christmas present of some more variety of content on their YouTube feed, huh? That all being said, thank you again for watching. I am JGardo1, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I'll see y'all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Merry Christmas! Bye!